Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mitchell, and hey, in today's video I want to talk about why embracing pain equals freedom in life. So this is something that I've been preaching very religiously as of lately, because the more I study what pain and fear does to somebody and the psychology behind it, the more I understand that a lot of people are living their life controlled by pain and fear. And here's what makes this more difficult to understand about this is we subconsciously do everything that we do in life based on what happened to us in the past. So, for example, if you're, so in my case, my dad cheated on my mom. So, because I saw that when I was younger, that's going to make trusting people a little difficult for me. So, that's something that I've had to work on over time. So right there then, even though that happened as a child, if you didn't know how the mind works, you wouldn't understand that everything that happened in your childhood dictates who you're going to become as an adult. And so, pain in this case, pain and fear doesn't have to be physical pain. It can be mental pain, and more emotional is what I'm talking about. Think like sad, mad, depressed, angry, frustrated, whatever the fuck else there is that I'm not naming right now, okay? So, how then does embracing pain, pushing past it, equal freedom in life? Okay, well, most people would do more to avoid pain, to avoid feeling uncomfortable, to avoid any of those negative feelings than they will to gain pleasure, and that could be happiness, joy, relief, or whatever that could be for you. Okay, so the example that I really love giving is because most guys, 97 or 98% of the people that watch my channel are guys at this point in time. I'm gonna act like I'm talking to men. Well, if you're a guy that's single, you're gonna want to meet new women. Or let's say you're a guy in a relationship that you fucking know you shouldn't need to be in, or you shouldn't be in, but you're refusing to leave it because you're scared that you're not going to find someone who's better. This is very common for so many people. Women break up with men about 70 to 80% of the time. So I've been in relationships, and it's likely you have too, where we know that we really shouldn't be in this relationship, but yet we keep finding a fucking way back, or we keep finding a way to stay. I've been in that before, man, and that sucks, bro. So embracing pain in that situation would be like, hey, babe, this just isn't working for me. Here's why. I'm sorry, but I need to look out for my best interest, and I need to find somebody that's going to give me what I want, because I'm sorry, but this relationship between you and I, it's not. And I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel happy. And I'm sorry, but I have to look out for my best interest. Right? So you would say something like that. Obviously, that's just me breaking up with her. Most people, most guys, they don't want to do that. Plus, two, when it comes to getting into a relationship for guys, it's typically harder for us, man. Women, especially pretty women, they have their choices. But guys, we have to really work to get a woman in our life, or we have to work for anything in life, right? Men aren't born into this world as somebody. I mean, a woman who's born as a beautiful woman can have things pretty easy. And that's not me hating women or whatnot, but that's typically how it goes. Guys, for the most part, we have to work to become somebody, right? This is why I think as a man, one of the videos like these where I talk about embracing pain and getting past that pain are videos you guys need to fucking watch. So, if what are some examples, dude? Okay, well, what would be painful for you? Having a difficult conversation with your girlfriend about breaking up, or meeting a new girl, or starting a business, or how about quitting your job and then going and finding a new job? That's painful, and that's painful because you have a job that you're working right now that may or may not pay you what you want, or they may or may not be let's say they're paying you what you want, but they're treating you like dog shit. You're working way more than you should, and you think that's affecting your social life, so you can't go out and hang out with your friends like you want to and meet girls and or get a girlfriend or take your girlfriend out. And because you're working so much, that's causing issues in your relationship, right? So in that case, then the pain would be to quitting that job and finding a new one. But because that is your source of income, and it might be your only source of income, it's safer for you to stay in this job and keep telling yourself or your girlfriend or your friends or your family or fucking whoever that maybe things will get better in the future. I'll start looking for a new job maybe next week, right? Your brain is designed your brain's a survival instrument, okay? So that little voice that you have in your head that we all know we have, like I can sit here right now, I'm gonna shut my mouth for a couple seconds and I'm gonna act like I'm talking to you guys. Okay, that little second that I did, I was like, I'm sitting here talking to you guys right now. We know we have that voice in our head. We can talk to ourselves, we can listen to ourselves, we can have an argument with ourselves. We do it all the time. Everybody does. That little voice in your head, it's just a voice. That doesn't control, that's who you are on the inside. Well, that's somebody on the inside. That doesn't dictate what you need to do in life. Your brain is going to tell you things, come up with excuses. There's a book that I'm reading that I've read like 4 different times right now that I'm going to recommend that everybody go and read, okay? And I have the audio book, and it's called the Untethered Soul, okay? There's a chapter in there that talks about, or there's actually a whole section that talks about that voice in your head, and that it's basically a survival instinct that's going to talk to you and stop you from doing something that you know you need to do, because it's what it's doing is it's trying to keep you safe. Hey, I get this job sucks right now, and I get it's causing issues with your friends, your relationship, your social life, and everything else, but this is your only source of income right now. Just, you know what? If they want to leave your life, let them go, but you got to keep making money, dude. It's going to say stuff like that. And if you listen to it, you're being controlled by your fucking thoughts, which are trying to keep you safe. But you know from a logical point that you need to get a different job that's either going to pay you more or so you can work less and have a better life like that. If you're a single guy and you want to meet a new girl, change is meeting a new, you don't know who she is. So by meeting her, that's something that's changing because now you're meeting her, but you might also value what she thinks about you. And you've never fucking met her. You don't know if she's going to like you or not. She might hate your guts and want to kill you. Or she might really love you and she might want to be in a relationship with you. You're never going to know unless you talk to her. But your brain, your little fucking brain, is going to tell you, nah, man, nah, bro, don't do that. Yeah, she's cute, but you know what? She's doing something right now. Or, yeah, maybe I don't feel good enough right now. Or yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll talk to her, and like, if I see her like at a grocery store. We're at the gym right now, and oh, because we're at the gym, I don't want to talk to a girl because I'm at the gym. You're going to say some bullshit excuses like that, man. I don't care. Look at me. I'm a 29-year-old guy in a wheelchair, and I'll go to the gym. I'll go to the gym and fucking talk to anybody I want to, depending on the day. Right? I'll talk to anybody I want. I don't care if I get rejected or not. They're either going to like me or they're not going to like me. That's me embracing pain and embracing change and a feeling of being uncomfortable, because we're all going to have that initial anxiety of meeting someone new. Okay? That initial anxiety is change about, is she going to like me or not? And then also, I've never met her before, so I don't have anything in common with her at the moment. So that meeting her is always going to spark a little bit of anxiety. It's always going to. But I can tell you from experience, by going and meeting these people, it's not that bad, man. Some days, it's going to be easier than others. Like today, I went and I had a field day at the gym today. But then yesterday, and I was like, nah, I talked to 2 people I knew and that was it. I wanted to meet a couple other people, but I was like, nah, I don't really feel like it today. So if you ever are in that situation, don't beat yourself up, please. But in this case right here, man, if you're, and I get it, bro, pain is uncomfortable. We don't want to feel that way. But look at the winners versus the losers. Losers are going to stay where they're at in life. They're not going to fucking change because the life that they have now, it's safe for them. They might be able to pay their bills. They've got a decent car. They have like a small apartment, or maybe you have like a house living like I do. You have you're in a relationship with a girl and she treats you like dog shit, but you know what? At least you have a girlfriend. You might see her naked like once a month. And you don't really trust her, but you know, you love her. Or you can be a fucking winner and you can go and do the things that you want to do no matter how bad it hurts to get what you want. If that's unfortunately leaving a bad relationship because you know you could find a better one. And if you've had several relationships in your life, that's proof enough that just because you're leaving this girl doesn't mean you might not find a new relationship in the future. You're going to. It's not if you do, it's when you do. As long as you go out and meet new women to make that happen. All right? If it comes to increasing your income, if it's a sales job, get better sales skills. Practice better sales skills. Fuck up on these sales calls until you get really good at learning the new material so you can make more money. And then you can start doing the things that you want. You can buy a bigger house. You can buy a nicer car. I could turn my brand new E-Class into a GT63 like I want. Because skills, everything in life is a skills game. Everything in life is a skills game. Meeting new people, talking to new people, getting better at your job, starting a business, it's all a fucking skills game. The more you learn and the more you practice what you learn, the better you're going to get, the better quality your life's going to get. But you're never going to get to that point if you don't embrace that feeling of change, which is uncomfortable. It's painful. Humans don't like change. This is why people, for the most part, don't change. But a very small percentage of people do, right? For the most part, they don't change. They only get better at they only become a better version of themselves. That's a quote. So people like myself, who I would consider winners, we're going to embrace that pain, that feeling of uncomfortableness, because we know once we do something enough times, what we were fucking scared about isn't going to be so scary anymore. Yeah, that girl's really fucking hot. Wow, a year ago, I would have never went up to her. Yeah, she's too hot for me. Now I'm like, yeah, hey, what's up? What's your name? That's what happens, guys. Starting a business, the more you do it, the more clients you get, the easier it's going to get, the more money you're going to make. It's going to like snowball. Because all you do is you're just repeating a process over and over again. So what used to scare you isn't going to scare you anymore. But that your brain is going to fucking talk to you and come up with excuses to keep you safe. That is what the brain is doing. It's trying to keep you safe. Okay? Your brain it's going to produce cortisol, fight, flight, or freeze. Okay? That's your adrenaline. I don't know if it's adrenaline or not. But that your brain is going to produce that to try and keep you safe. So if you get scared going up and meeting a little fucking small pretty girl, oh, she's so fucking pretty. Oh, but I'm a big beefy guy. I probably weigh 100 pounds more than her. Oh, she might be able to beat me up. I'm having fun at this point. Nah, dog, go talk to her, man. What's she gonna do? Tell you to piss off? Okay. Hey, all right. See you on the next one. That's how you need to get to. That's the point you need to get to. So I really hope this video is gonna help guys like you understand that you can have anything you want in life as long as you're willing to embrace that pain. And I'm telling you, man, it's only temporary. Take it from a 29-year-old guy in a wheelchair. Anything you want to do in life that you've never done before is going to be uncomfortable temporarily. The more you do it, the better you get, the more confident you're going to become. I'm telling you, the better quality life you're going to start living. I'm telling you firsthand, from experience. My life has gotten better every single time I have improved on my skills. So with that being said, guys, that's the video. Listen, if you are a guy that does want to get better at dating and relationships, okay, my new book is finally available. Click the link in the description. You're going to see a video on the next page on how my book's going to help you with dating and relationships and why this book works so well. This is everything that I do to this day and from what I've learned from other people. If you think it'll help you, pick it up, please. Same thing with my coaching. If you want to work on me with the one-on-one environment to really fast track your life, you're going to see a video on the next page. What kind of problems I typically help people with, why my coaching works as well as it does, and how my coaching is going to help you. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.